Pacific Ocean, a vast expanse of blue, the engine of our planet's climate. For centuries, it has given life, but it has also spawned fury. Every year, the cycle repeats. Warm water fuels the wind whips the waves, and a storm is born. We call them typhoons, hurricanes, cyclones. We've learned to track them, to predict their paths, to brace for their impact. We thought we understood their limits. We were wrong. It begins subtly, a cluster of thunderstorms, seemingly innocuous, far from any landmass. Meteorologists note it, a routine disturbance in the tropics. But then, something unusual happens. The storm doesn't just strengthen, it explodes. The barometric pressure plummets at a rate never before recorded. Wind speeds escalate, not by tens, but by hundreds of miles per hour. On satellite screens, a perfectly formed eye appears, a chillingly calm vortex in a maelstrom of unimaginable power. This is not a Category 5. This is a new category entirely. We call it Hyper-Typhoon Keto. Its sheer size dwarfs continents. If it were laid over North America, it would stretch from Miami to Montreal. Its winds, gusting over 300 miles per hour, create waves 100 feet high, rogue giants capable of swallowing ships whole. This isn't just a storm, it's a geological force. For the first time, we're not just predicting landfall, we're predicting planetary alteration. Climate models, once reserved for academic papers, now run around the clock, trying to simulate the unthinkable. The combination of rising sea levels and Quito's storm surge, a wall of water pushed ahead of the storm, threatens to permanently redraw coastlines. Low-lying nations, entire island chains, could be wiped from the map, not for a day, but forever. Let's look at the science. The ocean has been absorbing over 90% of the excess heat trapped by greenhouse gases. This isn't just a number, it's fuel. An unprecedented reservoir of thermal energy is now available, and Quito is feeding on it, growing stronger with every passing hour. The atmospheric conditions are perfectly aligned, a rare and terrifying synergy. It's the storm we were warned about, the one we secretly hoped would never come. Imagine you're on a coastline in its path. Days before, the sky turns a strange, milky yellow. The air becomes heavy, humid, unnaturally still. Birds disappear. Then, the outer bands arrive. It starts with rain, then wind that sounds like a distant freight train. Soon, that train is in your living room. The sound is a constant, deafening roar, punctuated by the shriek of twisting metal and the explosive crash of debris. Windows don't just break, they vaporize. Buildings aren't torn apart. They are scoured from their foundations. We have footage from Hurricane Hunter aircraft that have flown into the eye walls of the most powerful storms on record. Listen to this pilot from a Category 5 mission. It is like being in a car wash made of concrete and steel. The turbulence throws you around so violently, you can't even read your instruments. It's organized chaos. Now, imagine a storm 10 times more powerful. No aircraft could survive it. Our eyes in the sky, the satellites, are our only safe vantage point, showing us a monster we are powerless to stop. The economic fallout would be immediate and catastrophic. Global shipping lanes would be paralyzed. Ports, the arteries of international trade, would be obliterated. Insurance markets would collapse under the weight of trillions of dollars in claims. The interconnectedness of our global economy means a disaster on one side of the world sends shockwaves through the other. Supply chains would shatter, leading to shortages of everything from food to microchips. The global economy would enter a tailspin from which it might not recover. But the human cost is the most terrifying. Millions live in the coastal zones directly in Quito's projected path. Evacuation on this scale is a logistical nightmare. Where do you move entire cities? How do you provide food, water, and shelter for tens of millions of displaced people? We saw the chaos with Hurricane Katrina, with Typhoon Haiyan. Those were dress rehearsals. Quito is the main event. It's a humanitarian crisis of a magnitude we have never had to face. Let's talk to someone who survived Haiyan. We thought we were prepared, a survivor from Tacloban recalls. We boarded up our homes. We went to evacuation centers. But the water, it just kept coming. It was black, angry water, filled with debris. It was like the ocean decided to reclaim the land. You don't fight it. You can't. You can only pray you find something, anything, to hold on to. Now picture that wall of water, not at 20 feet, but at 60 feet, moving at the speed of a bullet train. There's nowhere to hide as Quito churns across the Pacific. It's not just a weather event. It's a moment of reckoning. For decades, scientists have presented the data, the charts, the warnings. We've talked about tipping points and feedback loops in abstract terms. Quito makes it real. It is the planet's fever breaking. It's a violent, desperate attempt to re-establish equilibrium. We have loaded the dice for decades, and now they've finally been rolled. The storm will eventually make landfall. Its energy will dissipate over the terrain, but not before unleashing a fury that will be remembered for millennia. The world that comes after will be different. New coastlines will be carved into our maps. New deserts might be formed from the saline contamination of once fertile farmland. Entire populations will be displaced, creating climate refugees on an unprecedented scale. The geopolitical landscape will be thrown into chaos as nations struggle to cope with the aftermath. We stand at a precipice, watching our computer models paint a picture of Armageddon. The storm is no longer a simulation. It is out there, a spinning vortex of white on a blue screen, a silent, beautiful, terrifying harbinger of a new world. Its existence forces us to confront the most profound question of our time. We have pushed our planet to the brink. If this storm hits land, what remains? Thank you for watching. Our world is changing, and understanding these changes is more critical than ever. If you found this exploration valuable, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay informed. Stay safe and stay aware.